Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting iteration of Super Soccer League action. This is Virginia Division 1 live from Loisdale Park in Springfield, Virginia. Doradus FC set to take on the North Stars FC on this beautiful Tuesday night in mid-season action. Two sides very much in form but hungry for a result. These two sides in all likelihood will be fighting for the very same top four spots, likely the third and the fourth seed. It's Doradus, North Stars, Alexandria United, all caught up in the mix. And there's only 4 teams that will be making playoffs at the end of the season. Of course, Virginia Dream and Los Toros are shoe-in candidates sitting atop the table. Doradus, albeit with few games in hand, actually are right now the league leaders, but they've played significantly more games than Virginia Dream or Los Toros. So they will have to crown as it stands. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you a North Stars fan, a Doradus fan, or just passing through? Regardless, we welcome you. We're so excited to have you with us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video to help others find it in the algorithm. And we will be right with you momentarily for match kickoff here live on DMV Sports Media on YouTube. It is match time here on this beautiful Tuesday night. Doradus will start playing right to left, wearing their all-white kits. Of course, North Stars, starting off on the ball, will play left to right, wearing their orange and black kits. Looks like Shams Arafane back in the side will start off on the kick. Our match official tonight is Mr. Joshua Pitt. And with that, we are underway here on this crucial Super Soccer League Division 1 matchup. Lots of veteran talent out there. Carlos Vasquez making his return to the side to shore up and lead this back line. Noah Alfaro, another reliable name in this side. Early pressure from Khalil Kloof. We'll see a battle on this near side. Alfaro and Vasquez are there. So too is Mustafa Boyro. This one still very much up for grabs. Vasquez doing enough. Now sent across the 18, begs for a finish. This is an early golazo. There it is, the goal for Doradus. They were the side that came better prepared, and they are reaping the reward right now. It's an early goal. Within inside of 2 minutes, and already we have a goal here in this one. It's 1-0 for Doradus. We're still trying to get final word on who scored that first goal, but regardless, it is 1-0. This one's sent inside. Chris Campos settling things down, sending it back to Boyro. There's Alfaro. Now Vasquez turning upfield, finding the overlapping run of Alfaro. Sent down the line now. Cedric sends it back to Alfaro. It's well defended here at the moment. And finally sent out for a throw. This one's sent in. Vasquez in the area, couldn't get a foot to it. North Stars still battling, and there is an offside flag nullifying this piece of play. That one's going against Kenneth Kelvier. Let's take another quick look at the replay. The goal from a moment ago, just to see who got that goal. This looks like it was number 20. This one sent back to the North Stars goalkeeper. James Willis will get the start in between the pipes for North Stars. Unfortunate for Willis. Not much he could have done about that first goal. It looks like it was Leandro Sainz, the goal scorer for Doradus. Leandro Sainz netting another one to his goal tally. Already got a couple. Has to be somewhere on the league leaderboard as far as Golden Boot tally goes. This one's sent out wide. It's Mike Kim getting his first touches on the ball. It's sent back now all the way to Willis. Again, let us know where you're watching from. Are you a North Stars fan, a Doradus fan, or any particular player we should be watching out for? Let us know. I see Christian Fairbanks in the chat. Says, let's go James. Obviously a North Star fan. Make yourself known, regardless of who you're supporting. We'd love to hear from you, hear your thoughts on this match and your predictions. This is Mustafa Boyro sending one across. Mike Kim got ahead to it, couldn't control it. Doradus will settle this one down and finally boot it away. So when trickles through, it's Kenneth Kelvier working against this Doradus, against this North Stars back line. Willis able to find Boyro. Boyro getting it off his feet in time. Now Cedric, we know what Cedric is capable of, especially with that left foot. He's wearing the captain's armband today. Certainly, he will be an instrumental part of this side. They're already down, they're already behind. Well, this is a team that scoring goals is not the problem. At times, holding it down at the back and consistency has been an issue, but there's tons of firepower. This game far from over. Meanwhile, Doradus will send it out to the far side. Well possessed through the midfield. Milton Boras trying to get this one back. Out sent over to Cedric. And finally, Campos sends it back to Boyro, who in turn will find his goalkeeper. Now Boyro. Over to Bermudez. Our Stars will slowly inch their way up the pitch. It's sent into the corner. What a ball for Brian Boynes. Boynes did so well to get to it. Now squares it for Kim. This one pinballs around before finding the legs of Campos. What can the North Stars find from this drive? Taken to the end line, squared across, and Miguel Zapata happy to hang on to this one. And will settle his team down, take the piece out of the game. And sent back. Not the cleanest spell of possession, but Doradus back on the ball. There's a good overlapping run on the far side. Here is the service, sent in the direction of Kelvier. And forward. This is Cedric threading the needle, finding the streaking Shems Arafane. Arafane seeing an option, sends it across, but Zapata never going to be tested from a ball with that kind of pace. Too close to the goalkeeper. Zapata will just send everyone forward this time. This one's kept alive, maybe at their own peril. There's the square ball. Back to Kim. Kim's ball deflected and finally sent away over the top. This is a ball that will test the back line of North Stars. Sent back. And finally, James Willis off his line to deal with this one. Here comes the service. Sent across, and Alfaro will get a touch at the expense of a corner kick. It's a set piece for Doradus. perhaps one that they didn't need to give. Well, it's actually going to be given as a goal kick. It looks like that ball was already gone. Onwards we play. Bermudez will send this to the mid. Certainly a foul there. Kim doing well to hold off the would-be challenge, and now North Star is going to get forward. Bermudez left standing over the ball, sees something he likes, and will find Cedric on the second ball. There's Cedric running at the back line, sending it across, begs for a finish, and there it is. What a service from Cedric, and what a goal from Shams Arafane. So there it is, the response here early in the 9th minute. The first goal from Doradus. Now answered. A great ball from Cedric. Again, that first goal of the match was Leandro Sainz in the second or first minute from Doradus, and now Shemai Arafane scoring a response in the 9th, and it is game on, ladies and gentlemen. North Stars finding equal footing rather quickly. Now, how will Doradus respond? This one's sent back. Not a good ball out. Cedric on the ball, evades the first challenge, takes the effort on from distance. Not a bad effort, trying to chip the goalkeeper from range, and Zapata will just take the goal kick now. This one's sent across the midfield. Easy ball for Bermudez. Now Boiro out for Alfaro. Cedric, they've been able to bring him into this game. Cedric sending one forward, but that's a bit too easy for Doradus to read, and as easily won as it is lost. Same is true for North Stars. This is Doradus getting forward, sending one in, and well cut out by the North Stars back line. Sent back, and Boiro will try to play out of this one. Here's Alfaro, man on his back. We'll send it back. Now Cedric getting brought into the game again. Too tough a ball for him. Khalil Kloof will send it across. Good battle there. Jake Tosta getting first foot to the ball. This one's deflected, but second ball falls kindly for Doradus. There's a great challenge. North Stars could be away. Cedric sending it to the end line. Cedric sitting down to the defender, takes the strike on, and it's another goal. Cedric doing it all himself, beating the entire his goal. He's got an assist, he's got a goal, he's certainly earned that captain's armband tonight. And Doradus just have no answers at the moment for Cedric. 2-1 is the scoreline. The coaching staff for Doradus FC not going to be thrilled when they review this tape and see how easily they sold out on a couple of those challenges in their own box. But lessons learned the hard way. Here in the 12th minute, it's North Stars leading by a score of 2-1 after falling behind themselves in the second minute. We're sorting something out here. Might be, it was Javi Amaya who was instrumental in the creation of that goal, but is being asked to leave the field of play. Not sure if it's an equipment issue, a jewelry issue, or something else, but we'll keep you all appraised of that issue as we find out more. It looks like, from best I can tell, it's a shin guard issue, which he's fortunate to not have received a yellow card if that's the case. This is Doradus sending it back. Now Cuffey down the line, unable to find any takers. The intended target was Sainz. And we're back in play now. Tosta will send it all the way to the feet of Boiro. Boiro will try an audacious pass all the way down the field. Connects with Cedric. Cedric couldn't sort out his feet. That certainly would have been a Hail Mary pass there if connected. But it comes to nothing. Just a goal kick for Doradus. This is lifted into the midfield. Good composure from Kloof, but maybe trying to do a bit too much by himself. Now it's Vasquez looking upfield, finding help in the form of Amaya, who has re-entered the fray. Javi Amaya. Now Cuffy connecting with the midfield. Doradus will take their time in possession this time. Beautiful turn. This is a ball that could have asked the question, just not quite synced up with that front run of Kenneth Kelvier. There are holes to be exploited right now with this North Stars back line. It's certainly a side that hasn't completely got themselves together defensively just yet. Khalil Kloof cutting inside, but Alfaro doing well to stay in the battle. Finds help in the form of Campos, and now this one will go back. Campos, always confident on the ball, helping out his back line as they play out. Here comes Bermudez. Post into Kim. Now Vasquez under immediate pressure from Kelvier. And Bermudez, you can bet where this one's going. The intended target, of course, was Cedric. You'd imagine Doradus going to figure this out right now. North Stars, every time they pick their head ups, you know that Cedric is going to be the first thought, the first choice as a target up the field. And how long till Doradus take that option away completely? This one's sent outside. Lots more space for Doradus. And that is an anticlimactic finish to what seemed to be a promising sequence of play. Here's Cedric all by himself, cutting inside, and finding the pass with Amaya. This is Willis now, switching the play and helping his teammates get forward. Welcome to all those just joining us in the chat. Devlin, Christian, Carlos, Yoselin, everyone. Appreciate to see all y'all in the chat. Make sure to hit the like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel. This one's sent down the line from Cuffy. Square ball seemed to be on, but Kevin Bermudez, right place, right time, easily cut out there. And it is going to be a set piece, a foul against Doradus right around midfield. A chance for North Stars to slowly get their bodies forward. Boiro sticking it to the feet of Amaya. And now North Stars will settle this one down. Great challenge there. And it even came off of Mike Kim at the last. Fantastic defensive work. That's just what the doctor ordered. Leandro Sainz, the goal scorer, was the one who put that challenge in. Doradus taking their time. Don't see anything that they like. We'll work through the midfield this time. Ooh, it trickles over the top, but Jake Tosta is the quickest to it. Cuffy finds the second ball. Now Signs across. Here's a deep strike, sent in. Oh my goodness, what a goal. That's a fantastic golazo from Doradus, the goal scorer. is number 27 from range. And not a thing that Willis could do about that. That ball had the dip, had the accuracy. And that is the equalizer. It is 2 apiece here. And this instant classic, Jera Silva is the goal scorer. North Stars, they look dangerous at times, but were very one-dimensional. Cedric, seemingly their first, second, and third option going forward, and now Doradus have found a way forward. It was a moment of individual brilliance from Jera Silva. Now it's sent over the top. Here comes Kenneth Kelvier. The flag stays down. Kelvier waiting for teammates to come and support. Here's Silva. Vasquez will keep this alive for the benefit of North Stars. Not fully dealt with. Campos dropping back to help out. Campos slaloming inside. Can't find the right pass. There's Silva again. He's been heavily involved. Making things happen now. Sent back inside for Silva. Great ball through to cut out the entire back line, and this one just about kept alive, but at the expense of an offside decision. The flag has come up. And onwards we play. North Stars will send in the set piece rather quickly. Bermudez thought about winding up, but instead going to settle this one down. Here comes Mustafa Boiro. Now Amaya. Right now North Stars slow playing this one. Not seeing anything too appealing. Doradus getting their defensive shape just right. All sent to the far side. Trickles through somehow. Still going, and finally comes off of Bermudez for what will be a corner kick for Doradus. Set piece opportunity for this young side. 21 minutes played, and already we have 4 goals. We can tell it's going to be one of those games. North Stars last week involved in a 5-5 nail-biter against Blazers. That lasted every bit of 98 minutes. This one's sent across and only partially cleared. Well blocked, but will travel out of bounds for the benefit of North Stars. It was Bimbarek who stepped forward. It is sent back in. Boiro will look over to Bermudez. Kenneth Kelvier is the one trying to shape this for Doradus. There's a ball down the line in the direction of Shamai Arafane. Arafane able to get on the end of this from a Doradus perspective. That's just too easy. Cuffey able to clear, but you don't want these balls, these direct balls over the top, just finding uncontested targets. That has and will continue to lead to goals if Doradus can't sort out their defensive shape. When North Stars haven't had that vertical option, they've looked relatively stagnant, haven't found the moments to really break down the Doradus back line. But when they found Cedric, when they found balls over the top, they've looked so dangerous. This one is going to go out for what looks to be a corner kick. We'll see who stands over this one. It looks like Mike Kim is the most likely candidate. Here comes the delivery, the in-swinger into a good area. Zapata elects to punch this one, giving North Stars a second bite at the apple. There's Bermudez holding off the defender really well. Now all the way back to James Willis. Boiro will thump one down the line. Ooh, almost kept alive by Cedric. Always a tall task for Cedric, but he did about as good as just one could do in that situation. The ball had gone. Will be a Doradus throw on the near side. This is Christian Lorraine sending it back to Bembarek. Now Doradus trying their own long balls. Well sniffed out by Boiro. And here come the North Stars. Looking through the midfield, Cedric coming inside, and Doradus right now doing well to crowd the midfield, take away options. Can they get forward? The answer is no. Tried to attack on a quick counter and ran themselves right into trouble. This one is going to be given as a foul, which is fortunate for North Stars. It looks like it would have been a handball against them had it not been called, but our center official thinks that there was a foul, and probably rightfully so. That was Rashid Sharik, the player who gave away the foul. It looks like we'll have another opportunity at this service. It's Campos and Mustafa Boiro standing over top. Boiro will send it into the 18. It's flicked on and well saved by Mustafa Boiro. Excuse me, by Miguel Zapata. Shemai Arafane got the slightest of touches to it, but maybe if he had a do-over would get a little bit more of a redirection on that ball. It's a good battle between Bermudez and Leandro Sainz. No foul called. A lot of contact on the challenge. Onwards we play. This is Boiro getting a touch to it. It's like we do see activity at the midline. A potential North Stars sub could be coming on. Looks like Shemai Arafane is off. Taha Ubadeni is on to provide a little bit of lifeblood, some fresh legs for the North Stars up top. Shemai Arafane has done well, run himself into the ground in these first 27 minutes, and now Taha will take over. There's Jake Tosta. The ball deflected, but no harm, no foul. North Stars still on the ball. Cedric going for the audacious and getting a foul in the process. Again, fortunate that he did get the foul, because that's certainly going to be a handball against him if not. Down the line. And well cut out by Doradus. Kloof sends it inside, and certainly a foul there. Kenneth Kilvier is the offended party, earning his team this set piece. Looks like Rashid Sharik will stand over the ball. Thumped towards the top of the 18, flicked on, and Willis will collect without too much trouble. There's Mustafa Boyro. Floating one down the line. And well, Taha was the intended target. That ball was long gone by the time it reached him. Doradus trying to play from the back, not having a whole lot of success. And it will be a throw for their benefit. Justin Cuffey standing over the ball. Vasquez able to get to the service first. Cuffey inching his way down the field. Kelvier maybe didn't expect or wasn't ready for that one. Travels off of him for North Star's throw. Here comes Bermudez. Threading the needle, finding Cedric. Cedric will try one over the top. The second ball falls kindly for Vasquez. Now Mike Kim, a fantastic challenge at the back. The clearance not as fantastic. Vasquez will touch it out to Cedric. Cedric still going and runs himself out of real estate. We'll have a goal kick to come. Rashid will send it into the middle. Kelvier doing a lot, dropping deep, helping his team maintain possession. Now Leandro Sainz charging through a challenge, certainly picking up the foul. That's great hold-up play from Kelvier and really strong physical play from Sainz to keep pushing through the challenge. Now it's David Franco to deliver this one. Can Doradus make this one count? They've got Bembarek, they've got Cleo Kloof, they've got Kelvier, they've got Sharik all in the box. This one's sent into a dangerous area and sent away at the expense of a corner kick. That was Bermudez able to get his head on that one. It's an interesting corner setup for Doradus, starting their runs from deep. Well, the in-swinger sent to a good area, cleared away at the near. Silva floats it back into the 18. Taha looking for his way out. We'll tag in. Jake Tosta sends it down the line. Cuffey's ball over the top. Too easy for James Willis to collect, and Willis will start the attack from the back. There's Alfaro connecting with Cedric. Lovely little move, but no efficiency, no result on the end. Throw for Doradus. There's Mustafa Boyro. We'll send it back to his goalkeeper. Willis, under duress, able to get that off his feet. Ooh, Bermudez give this one away. Here's the shot. It's deflected by Boyro. That is goal saving. But North Star's playing with fire back there. And Doradus certainly smelling blood. Sent back. Great ball to the top of the 18. Still alive. Is there a square ball? Here's Khalil trying for the audacious nutmeg. Well, certainly one ball, but there were a lot of studs exposed on that. Let's take a look at the replay. It's a yellow card offense, a caution given to Javier Amaya just outside the 18. Yeah, this one certainly could have gone either way. Certainly got ball. Not as dangerous of a foul as I first thought, but our center official in a great place to call that one. It's the age-old question of if you win the ball, does it always mean it's not a foul? Well, certainly not, but other mitigating circumstances. I am certainly no expert in the laws of the game, so going to defer to the judgment of our fine crew out there, and it will be a set piece for Doradus. This one's sent on frame and well held by James Willis. Willis will launch this one across midfield, and there's going to be a set piece for the benefit of North Stars. Quickly distributed Cedric. Back to Campos. Now Taha. Excuse me, this is Kim. Kim's ball deflected. And Zapata. Nah. You should be a referee, man. Of course, it's all up for debate. There's gray area in this sport. Meanwhile, Doradus trying to play from the back. That is not the way it's done. They'll find themselves under the gun. Here's Cedric driving to the end line and across. And again, Doradus trying to build from the back. Shouts and appeals for a foul, not given. Rashid sends it over the top. There's Kenneth Kelvier going right into the challenge of Jake Tosta. Campos sends it back. Now down the line, Cedric again trying for the audacious turn upfield, running right into pressure. Rashid will start this attack. And all the way back to Zapata. This one sent over the top. Kelvier is the closest target, but kind of pulled his run up when he saw that Boiro was the first to the ball. Boiro will float one up for Cedric. Cedric happy to oblige. Now our Stars trying to knock around the midfield and win this midfield. Van Barrick able to get this one outside. Now Cuffey finding himself surrounded by orange shirts. What can North Stars find? Certainly this one going to be given as a set piece. It's a foul against Javier Amaya. Campos desperately pleading for the ball at his feet. Wants to get this one restarted right away. Amaya playing all kinds of games. Now Cedric will take this to the end line. Cedric on the ground, and this time it is saved well by Zapata. Cedric has found his way into goal with an effort on the ground earlier. He tried it again, but Zapata got down in time. Pena sends one inside. And Doradus, this is looking much better for them. Here comes the run from Jero Silva. Silva keeping it alive. And maybe just a step behind. Silva did well to get there, but couldn't quite keep this one alive. And North Stars will have a throw. This one's sent in. Cedric immediately pushed back by Pena, and North Stars will just reset the attack. Over the top. Pena doing well to get to this one. Now it's Carlos Vasquez. Excuse me, that's Bermudez. Alfaro looking for Kim. Physical challenge. Far too direct to service. That one always going to trickle through to James Willis. Ooh, that's a lazy pass. Campos usually so reliable in that midfield area. And it looks like the Doradus man may have sustained some sort of injury because he pulled up there. But the play continues. This is Amaya pulled back but still going. Javi Amaya squares it, and Zapata did well. Well, Amaya wants the foul now, but it was a smart decision by our center official to allow the play to continue because Amaya did so well to almost get himself a goal, or rather his team a goal, able to push through the would-be fouls. Oh, there's Cedric again, trying for the audacious, may find fortune in his strike up and over the goal. Cedric having a blast out there, just trying all of the trickery. Playing without a care in the world. Although this is a 2-2 game, he still has to be careful. Some of these turns on this near side have been really dangerous. His team need him, but I think that's the double-edged sword that you get when you play with a player like Cedric. He's so good. He can make things happen from absolutely nothing, but sometimes you just have to let him play the way he wants to play. This one's flicked on well. Still contested. Brian Boynest finds Vasquez. Our Stars have made another sub. It looks like Brian Boynest has come on. Mike Kim holding this one up top. Here comes Kim, and well tackled by Bemberek. Now Tosta running right into another challenge. Doradus could be forward here. It's Kenneth Kilvier hugging the far touchline, waiting for teammates to arrive. Here's Leandro Sainz across. Sent towards goal. Khalil Kloof takes the strike. What a goal for Khalil Kloof. It's 3-2 right at the tail end of this half. A huge momentum boost. And as good as that was for Kloof, that was shambolic from the North Stars back line. Not a pretty sight, but all credit in the world to Khalil Kloof for engineering this one, staying with it, and then putting his foot through. Also got some help in there from his teammate. That was number 14, David Franco. He worked really hard to get to the ball from Kenneth Kilvier, and it is a 3-2 ball game here in the 42nd minute. Looks like our Stars have made another couple switches. Comes Brian Boynest. Finding Cedric. The return pass to Cedric is going to be offside. That one was certainly offside. You could see it from here. Cedric started his run, was well behind the last man, and we're going to have a kick coming out for Doradus. Franco playing out for Doradus. We'll find Jara Silva now sent over the top. Should be dealt with by Bermudez. And here we go. The shot taken. It's a goal. Doradus scoring another before the end of the half. The goal scorer is number 8. That is Mike Dornich. Putting his foot through it, leaving no doubt. It's 4-2. What a goal. Take a look at the replay. This is just hard work from Doradus. Not giving up. Dornich scoring from a narrow angle. And 4-2. absolute gut punch for North Stars, who found themselves down early. They scored 2, seemed to be in control of the game for a time, and now have fallen down to 4-2. Another goal, oh my goodness. It's another strike, another goal converted. Khalil Kloof doubling his tally, 5-2. And North Star is absolutely in shambles right now. Khalil Kloof, what a strike. Leaving no doubt another goal at the near post. And take a look at this replay. 5-2. Here at the very end of the half. Not only is it a tough scoreline to deal with, but right at the end of the half, the worst time to concede, the worst time to find your momentum just deflated. This one sent over the top. Cedric was the target. North Stars finding a little bit of juice. Cedric in traffic, looking for Kim, but not finding. Here comes Franco. Drive still alive. Taha sending it inside for Vasquez. Vasquez cutting once, sending a shot in. And it is going to be a foul outside the 18. Vasquez certainly taken down as he tried to take that shot. And feels there probably should be a caution as well, but we'll get the set piece. Let's take a look at the sequence that led to this set piece. Vasquez did well to cut and took a hard knock as he was trying to line up this strike. Probably why we didn't see as much pace as you would have expected from Vasquez on the strike. For North Stars, it looks like Mike Kim and Mustafa Boydero will line up over this. The wall taking a bit of time to get together. Boydero will take the strike. It's sent wide. Goal kick to come. That was not a confident looking wall. Back line and Zapata need to potentially do a little bit better getting their wall lined up before the next set piece. This one's sent out by Rashid. Not a good ball forward. Here comes Javi Amaya. Ball sent out wide. Amaya will connect with Vasquez. Here's Boyness. A goal right now would be huge for North Stars, just to restore some belief, cut down the scoreline to a manageable level. And that is a hard challenge. Amaya goes down, then the yellow card is out. No complaints there with that one. Pena is the player who's gone in the books. And perhaps a final set piece in this first half for North Stars. Here's another look at that foul, the caution. And of course the set piece to come. You're in the 47th minute. It's Javi Amaya standing over the ball. But sent in instead, I think by Cedric. Alfaro will go back to Willis. And onwards we play. Perhaps one final drive for the North Stars. Sent forward by Alfaro, but well cut out by Pena. Now Bembarek. Sent down the line. It's a throw. Mike Kim by himself sends it across. The second ball deflected straight up and over goal. A corner kick to come. A final corner for the North Stars, who will commit bodies for this one. Here comes the in-swinger from Cedric. Cedric, his ball not getting the elevation required, and that just might do it. Lifted forward by Signs. Khalil working down the line. What a tackle from Brian Boyness. And it's going to be a set piece just inside North Star's territory. An opportunity for North Stars to just send everyone forward. Here comes the delivery from Mustafa. Franco finding a clever little ball forward, and that will do it for this first half. A wild first 45, which saw Doradus go up first. Two fantastic goals engineered by Cedric. One in a goal and one an assist. Converted by Jemai Arafane, and then 4 unanswered from Doradus to round out the 5-2 scoreline. We are so excited for the second half. Make no mistake, this game is not over. We talked about North Star's weaknesses at the back before this game, but we also touched on how strong they can be going forward. So, well, I'm sure they're going to look back at this game film with a lot of questions defensively. They have the ability to make this one a ball game. Doradus, of course, they're in a comfortable situation right now, but can't take their foot off the gas one bit, or at least have to be smart in playing from the back. I'm Noah Walker from DMV Sports Media, signing off. Make sure to hit the like button, help others find it in the algorithm. Send this link to all your friends. Make sure we get as many people watching this second half. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We have leagues coverage from all the best competitions and teams in the area. And, of course, the DMV review show on a weekly basis. Myself and Gio recap all of the games, talk about the players, we talk about the trends, and much, much more. All the reasons to subscribe, but we're going to take our union-mandated break here, and we'll be right back in a few minutes for the second half here at Loisdale. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half ready to kick off here at Loisdale Park in Springfield, Virginia. This is Super Soccer League Virginia Conference Division 1. And this 7-goal exciting match between Doradus and North Stars. It was Doradus who went up first, scoring an early goal in the second minute. North Stars found 2 unanswered and looked to be somewhat in control of the game. But then Doradus scoring 4 unanswered towards the tail end of the half and holding on to the 5-2 advantage as it stands. This one's well sniffed out by Bermudez. Doradus still on the ball. Here's Farouk Adimi sending it to the top of the 18. Signs, gets it away. Fantastic challenge to take the ball away from Mike Dornich. Now it's Cedric, who has been the catalyst for North Stars, working down the far touchline. Javi Amaya working against Rashid. His ball does not find any recipients. It's going to be a North Stars throw on the far side. Will Boyness will touch it outside. There's the delivery. Sent into the box. Begs for a finish. What a save from Zapata. Mike Kim still looking for help. And it's well won back. Benson Burry working, finding a strike. It's off the defender and away. Here comes Khalil Kloof with Bermudez on his back. Diami Demina makes the challenge from the back line. This is Pena looking down the line. And a bit too much distance for Kloof to get to, and well shielded out by Bermudez. Here come the North Stars. It's Campos tagging in Noah Alfaro. Now Cedric getting the return pass from Mike Kim. Cedric off to the races. Still going to the end line. Cedric sends one in, and it's a goal by Benson Burry, assisted by Cedric. And North Stars, the start that they needed to this second half. Burry is the goal scorer. Cedric involved in all 3 of North Stars' goal. We knew this game wasn't quite over. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 5-3. Cedric is a force of nature right now. So hard to stop. I guess the real question is, will he score and be involved in more goals than Doradus can create? That is the question. Here is Mike Dornich squaring one across the 18. It's initially dealt with. And finally, Willis lets it sail wide. Goal kick to come. Our Stars will start from the back. Down the line. Not the best ball out, but well won by Brian Boyness. It looks like that one took a hard bounce off of a Doradus player. It's David Franco with the head injury. We'll check on him. He seems to be okay. And here we go. Drop ball quickly played forward. Cedric taking it to his favorite area inside the Doradus 18. Well challenged there at the expense of a corner. Well-timed challenge made by Edwin Guevara. North Stars wasting no time. We'll send it in. Here's Cedric cutting and trying to beat this Doradus back line. They didn't bite. Now it's sent forward. Diami Demina stepping forward to cut it out, but second ball falls kindly for Doradus. Here's Dornich. Now Ben Barrick finding Franco. Here's Rashid back. And good ball over the top. Here comes Pena taking the strike on. And this one sails innocuously over the goal. Not sure if that was a service or a strike, but certainly a well-worked opportunity for Doradus, who still hold the 5-3 lead, but would love to get another goal to regain this momentum that they carried at the end of the half. It's Bermudez sending it out to Tosta. Now Burry. Bermudez has space to work into. The return pass is a good one. Onwards we play, and we will come back for the foul now. It was a crunching tackle. Center official tried to allow the advantage to continue. It wasn't to know that the second challenge would bounce right back in favor of North Stars. North Stars will continue their possession. It's sent out wide for Alfaro. Pursued by Cleo Kloof. Cedric will send it down the line. Mike Kim looking for a window. Ping pongs around, finding the feet of Cedric. And away. There's Diami Demina. Looking down the line, still up for grabs. Cedric turns, finding Alfaro. Alfaro's ball is a good one. And Vincent Burry just a little behind that one. Good ball out to Pena. Second ball not quite as precise, and North Stars will have possession again. It's Campos sending it back to Boynest. Here's Will Boynest. Oh, Burry has a man on the outside and runs right into trouble. Meanwhile, Doradus looking to counter. They have a run down the far side. It's Cleo Kloof, who's been so dead and dangerous today. His ball is a perfect one. Dornich sends it in past the outstretched leg of James Willis, and there you go. It's a sixth for Doradus, and Mike Dornich back on the scoreline. Another goal for Mike Dornich here in the 53rd minute. Right back to the drawing board for North Stars. Something about this field for North Stars that just sees a lot of goals for them and their opponents. Going back to that 5-5 thriller from last week. Already Doradus surpassing their opponents from last week with this sixth goal. Oh, it's Miguel Zapata trying to thread the needle. That's a good ball out. Now sent over the top. And the offside flag does come up. There's Cedric playing it forward, finding his own rebound. Cedric, well tackled. This one finding no recipients. And Alfaro will turn it up the pitch. Good little turn there for Cedric. And the challenge deemed to be an illegal one. It's a yellow card for number 26. And a set piece for North Stars in a good area. It was Christopher Estrada picking up that caution for the challenge. Tough to see even on the replay. Let's take a look one more time. North Star's taking their time setting this one up. It's touch and go. Very close to getting the ball if he didn't, but onwards we play. Campos will send it across, just wide of goal. And we will have a goal kick to come for Doradus and Miguel Zapata. Welcome to everyone joining us in the chat. Christian Fairbanks, Metro, Andrew Lopez, Crazy Legs, Mr. Taylor, Carlos, Jocelyn, Devlin, Crazy Legs again. Welcome to everyone. It's been that kind of game. Haven't had too much time to shout everyone out, but we appreciate you joining us. I know there's a lot more people watching the game than just those who have made themselves known in the chat, but welcome to everyone. Zapata will send one down the line for Dornich. Dornich doing well enough. The second ball not as precise. Here comes Campos. Tagging in Demina. Now Bermudez. His ball. Finding pay dirt. It's Burry slaloming and running himself into no man's land. Meanwhile, it's Khalil Kloof trying to break this back line. A well-timed challenge from Diami Demina. Does enough to allow his teammates to get back. This one's sent down the line, flicked on. And we will have another set piece for the benefit of Doradus here in the 57th minute. We'll find out who will take this one in just a moment. It looks like Leandro Sainz, the most likely taker. Here's the delivery into a good area, well away from Bermudez. Now it's Franco. Looking to recycle this one. Is there another service? There is. It's a good one right across the face. How has this not gone in? It's saved. No, it's not. Goal kick to come. Alfaro with plenty of time and space will send one forward. That one doesn't get over the top. It was well cut out by Pena. Now second ball falls kindly for Amaya. Burry bringing it back inside. Campos will try to find Kim. Now Will Boynest winning it back off of Sainz. Good battle out there. Boyness goes down. This one's only partially cleared. Franco intervening at the right time. Now will be a Doradus throw on the far touchline. And here comes the Doradus throw. Sainz not in any hurry to get this one back underway, holding on to the 3-goal advantage for Doradus. It's a good battle out there. Khalil still going. Khalil, can he release this one? Ooh, it's a nervy moment. It's Dornich, stonewalled by James Willis. A great save from the young keeper for North Stars to nullify the would-be threat. That was hard work from Dornich and Khalil. And here come the North Stars. It's Bermudez looking upfield. His ball goes nowhere. Lots of space for Doradus to pick up their head and send one over the top. Here's Dornich in the 18. Looking, cutting, and sending it across. Well dummied to the backside. And the block is made. The under-assigned still working, definitely fouled. And that was Will Boynest picking up the yellow card, the caution for the necessary foul. It was cynical, but it was probably a smart foul. Boynest dragging back signs from what could have been worse. And now we will have a set piece just outside of the 18, the penalty area. Looks like the under signs will take. And here we go. It's sent to the near side. James Willis makes the save. Now Ademi trying to send one through, but it only falls to the North Stars goalkeeper. This one bounces across the midfield. Benson Burry sticks in a foot, still battling. Well won, Benson Burry, here he comes. Taken down by Dornich from behind, and we're going to have a set piece. This is a game that's turned into quite a interrupted staccato of fouls, set pieces up and down for either side. Here's Will Boyness sending it to the top of the 18. Touchdown by Bermudez. Farouk Ademi is on the second ball. Lovely little skill there from Leandro Sainz. Sends it across to Farouk. Bit too hot to handle for Ademi. No, Campos will settle things down, going back to his goalkeeper. Sent down the line. It's well picked up by Kim. And finally, the foul is committed right about midline. Boynest out to Amaya. Well, Cedric has been somewhat quiet the last several minutes. We'll send it back to Diami Damina. Patient play from the North Stars. Finally, we'll get it forward for Benson Burry. A shot taken on the ground and well controlled by Zapata. Here comes Pena. Pena will thump one forward, giving his teammate a chance, but the offside flag has come, and Khalil Kloof will just retreat as North Stars send this in quickly. '64th minute. We still have just about 26 and change plus the stoppage. Still a chance for North Stars. Here's Mike Kim walking the tightrope on the near side and finally running out of real estate. It will be a throw for the benefit of Doradus. And it looks like Doradus will be bringing on a wave of late substitutions on our off comes Khalil Kloof. Joshua Leva stepping on, and Armin Kazi. Looks like one of the goal scorers, Leandro Sainz, will also make his way off the pitch. This one sent down the line, never came in, and we'll have another throw for Doradus. Now down the line. There's Campos on the line, back to Bermudez. Here's Kim. First to give away the foul, and now Mike Kim will pick up the caution for denying this counterattack. It's going to be a set piece for Rashid. Here comes Farouk Adimi looking down the line. Good ball, but well sniffed out by Diami Damina. Welcome, KJ. We're going to check on the down Doradus player. Looks to be okay. That is Estrada. Back on his feet now. Welcome, KJ. Welcome, Petros Sayak. Petros, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what game you're talking about. AC Trilogy versus Vitas. We don't have that game on our channel, nor do I have any idea. What a strike off the bar. The second ball picked up well. Here's Estrada sending one in. Well saved, well held by James Willis. What a strike from distance. Almost sending a seventh in for Doradus, but James Willis and his trusty crossbar coming to the rescue for North Stars. Now sent through the midfield. Doradus will put one over the top. Here's Mike Dornich from a narrow angle. Willis makes the save. Boynist getting back heroically. That was a great stop from James Willis. And getting some help from his teammates. Cedric now going to work on the far side. Still going, Cedric. What a lovely piece of skill. Can he thread the needle? He can. And what a save. Zapata coming out big and denying Benson Burry from a narrow angle. Doradus will slow this game down, as you'd expect. Maybe not slowing it down as I thought. And we'll send one over the top. Dornich deemed to be in an offside position. Meanwhile, North Star is looking like they're ready to bring on another substitute. It's the veteran Carlos Vasquez coming in to supplant Mike Kim. It's an interesting sub. Mike Kim has a history of scoring crucial late goals for every team he plays for, but he will not be a part of the tail end of this game. Mike Kim, his day is done. No re-entry within the half. Now it's sent down the line. Cedric waiting for teammates to get forward, showing some step overs and cutting it back. This one pinballs around. And Doradus will claim. This is Franco showing off his fitness, still looking like a fresh player, even though he's played every bit of this match. This one sent back by Burry. Now Campos, Cedric. Well challenged by Rashid. North Doradus have to be careful. That's well sent away. And it looks like Javi Amaya, a bit shaken up, might not be able to continue. Feeling some leg pain, and good sportsmanship for Doradus sending the ball out. And giving it back to North Stars, rather. Here's Bermudez. Straight ball over the top, far too direct, and Zapata happy to take over. There's Franco threading the needle, looking for his partner up top. A bit too much juice on that pass, and we will have a throw for Diami Damina. Here comes the long pass down the line. Cedric, of course, is the target. It's well flicked on, and Cedric will pick up set piece in the process. Meanwhile, Shemai Arafane has made his way back on up top for North Stars. North Stars trying to make things happen, and Shemai Arafane does a great job of constant pressure, making things uncomfortable for any back line. And Doradus will want to be careful as they play out from the back. Meanwhile, Campos' ball doesn't get over the first man. Estrada doing well initially, but sent forward for Cedric. And out wide. There's Campos. Sending it back for Vasquez. Vasquez's ball. It's well dealt with initially. Now Franco. Out into the wide area. Lots of room for Estrada. And down the line, Dornic again in an offside position. Comes the kick for North Stars. Meanwhile, Doradus will make a switch. Off comes Rashid Sharik. And on comes number 30. This one's popped straight up in the air. Tosta gets the first one. Damina still battling. Boynist took a hard knock on that one, but it was a clean challenge from Farouk Odemi. Sent down the line now. Sent out at the expense of a corner. North Stars bringing out all their late-stage warriors. It's Corey Dudley, another player who works hard and really will apply the pressure up top, making things interesting for North Stars. There's Cedric waiting for the right window. Perhaps trying to be a little too cute. Sent right back down the line. Here's Javi Amaya. Pursued by Franco. Amaya still going. There is the break he was looking for. It's top of the 18. Shemai Arafane taken down by Franco. Unfortunate for the North Stars. It looked like Shemai Arafane had run himself out of options. But the contact giving him the opportunity for a set piece certainly was the right decision to give the foul, and that was probably not the smartest challenge. Doradus didn't really need to make the contact there. They already had done enough, and Shemai Arafane was already out of options. Here comes a crucial set piece. It's Bermudez and Cedric standing over it. Bermudez will take, and it's a goal for Kevin Bermudez, stepping up from his center back role and scoring the fourth for the North Stars. An absolute strike from Bermudez, giving North Stars a lifeline here in this one late against the odds, against the scoreline. Game on. So that brings us to 10 goals in this game, equaling the tally of last week's North Stars Blazers contest, which was here Tuesday This Loisdale pitch, it's something about this pitch. Sent across, great ball, demanding a finish at the backside. Benson Burry picks it up. And will work against Estrada. Good defending. That's Pena, excuse me. Made the challenge, but now Doradus will have to retreat for the corner kick. Looks like it's Burry to send it in. All hands on deck for North Stars. Well sent away at the near post. Cedric working to the end line. And earning a corner kick for his side. Cedric will be the one to take this one. It was Macedo who got it away. Here's the delivery. Cedric to the back post. Two players there, neither one able to get on the end of it. And here comes the goal kick. Just a bit too much juice on that pass from Cedric. Shamai and Bermudez unable to answer the call. That ball well over their range. There's Benson Burry running into trouble. Sent over the top for Dornich. Now back to Willis. Into a dangerous area. Well possessed. Doradus sending it back into a central area. Well saved by Willis. Dornich has the second ball. Nervy moment. Dornich still working. Can he find a window? Dornich goes down, but it looks like this one is going to travel out for a corner kick. And here we go. Another set piece, this time for the boys in white. It's an opportunity for Doradus to take some time off the clock and potentially send another one in. It's Estrada who helped engineer this, who will send it in. Here's the in-swinger from Estrada, back post. And almost identical to the delivery from Cedric. Ball that looked good, but perhaps just a bit too much juice on it. Now Bermudez carrying upfield. Not the option he would have preferred, but second ball falls kindly. Here's Benson Burry down the line. Has options. Burry will tag in Shemai Arafane. Cutting this one back. Alfaro into Campos. Now Benson Burry. Great challenge there from Pena. Now forward. Vasquez happy to reclaim. And sent forward by Vasquez over the top. Arafane is there. Can he keep this alive? The ball has gone. Great work from Shemai Arafane, but he used all his momentum, all his strength to get to the ball. Couldn't find any real service on the end of it. Now Corey Dudley showing why he is here in the side, working really hard, sending it inside. Benson Burry looking to get to the end line. There's Pena doing enough and fouled in the process. Looks like we will have a goal kick to come. It's a good positioning. Pena getting in front of Benson Burry, forcing this challenge, and foul followed. Here is Bermudez doing enough. Second ball falls kindly for Doradus. There's Alfaro. Now Doradus back on the ball. Farouk Ademi finding a teammate. No clear possession just yet. It does seem Franco has found that possession. Now at Farouk. Farouk goes down at the edge of the 18. No call made. Certainly a contentious moment. Boynist won't object. He'll send it to Benson Burry. Now Alfaro. Farouk Adeyemi still down, but North Stars are hungry to get back in this game. It's Cedric. Inside the 18, Cedric. Working hard, shouts for handball, not given and away. Here's Dornich. Down the line for Farouk. Sent across. And Doradus will keep possession of this one. 81st minute, just about 9 minutes plus the stoppage left in this one. It's sent into the North Stars 18. And it looks like this ball has gone at the expense of a North Stars corner kick. Farouk on the ground, sent up by Bermudez. And Dudley has to just send this anywhere. We'll get it out for the throw for Doradus. Lovely bit of skill for Sebia. His ball teasingly across the face of goal, but no takers. North Stars will have a throw on the far touchline. It's Javi Amaya. Now Campos. Campos methodical and patient in his decision-making, in his process up the field. It's Will Boyness now. Slaloming, beating one man, now sending it back. There's the service into the corner. It's too tall an order for Benson Burry. And it's a chance now for North Stars to lock this one in. They will bring their defensive shape forward. It's down the line. Farouk gets the first touch, but well challenged from Will Boynist. Boynist connecting with Amaya. So Amaya still going, looking like he's making it easy. Here's Campos, the return pass for Amaya. Was there a window for a square pass? Now Campos again. It's Alfaro, now Amaya, and the offside flag has gone. Doradus will play from the back. Looks like it's Pena standing over this one. We'll leave it for his colleague in the back. All contested by the North Stars. Now Amaya sends it across. Maybe not the best ball. Vasquez has to apply a defensive challenge, and now it will be Doradus ball around midfield. There's Franco. Tackled well by Javi Amaya. Here comes Amaya. Amaya did so well to get in that position, but seemed to lose his feet at the crucial moment. This is still up for grabs. Carlos Vasquez perhaps applying too much physicality, but good defending nonetheless. Just a little too vigorous in his challenge. It will be a Doradus set piece. An opportunity to lump one forward to the corner, take more time off this clock. This one still alive. North Stars trying to get out. Farouk on the ball. And we'll send it on the ground. Easily cut out by Bermudez. Now Will Boyness. Here comes Campos. Could be a counterattack on. Here's Javi Amaya picking his head up, sending one to the corner. Far too much direct for Burry to get there. This is certainly a game that has been stretched out, end-to-end stuff. Doradus with the long throw down the line, easily dealt with by Alfaro. Now Amaya in for Dudley. Amaya with a clever pass across, no takers at the back post. And Farouk doing enough to send this forward. And there is going to be a yellow card, a caution for Will Boyness. It was a ball that was up for grabs. Two players went for it, and Boyness was second to it. No malintent, but certainly a yellow card worthy challenge. Good sportsmanship. Boyness went right back to make sure his opponent, Farouk Adimi, was okay. Now it's a set piece and an opportunity for Edwin Guevara to send this one forward on the ground. It's Pena. Pena will send one across the 18, has takers on the end of it. Oh, that's shambolic. How has that gone back there? It doesn't matter. It's a goal. It's well finished by Doradus. The goal scorer is number 22. That's Joshua Leyva. Leyva found himself in the right place at the right time, and it's 7-4 Doradus. Is that the insurance policy that Doradus needed? The proverbial nail in the coffin. And a tough way to go for North Stars, who had shown lots of fight, lots of battle, but mistakes defensively have cost them dearly in this match. Sent down the line. This is an opportunity for Amaya. Has no help. Instead, we'll send it in the direction of Shemai Arafane, and his pass doesn't come off. Farouk looking forward. Leyva over the top. Quickly sent forward for Cedric. Lots of time and space for Cedric to work into. He'll find Shemai Arafane, who sends one in. Well over goal, but it looks like there was a foul. Shemai Arafane picked up some kind of contact as he was taking that shot on. I can't speak to this one because did not see any of it. It does look like Farouk Adeyemi had his hands all over Shemai Arafane's back as this one was let loose, but is it going to make a difference? It's 7-4 here in the 89th minute. No telling how much stoppage we will get, but it certainly would take a more than Herculean effort for North Stars to score 3 in as many minutes. I'll never say never in the world of sports. It's Kevin Bermudez standing over this one alongside Cedric. Bermudez scored a fantastic one last time. He'll let loose again. This one's well held by Zapata this time. And Doradus will get forward. Sent high into the night sky. It's Alfaro in the area. Now Bermudez looking forward. Bermudez trying to spring in. Shemai Arafane and Zapata off his line well. Able to claim here in the 90th minute. Still no word as to how much stoppage we might get, but Doradus still not done. They're showing an admirable fight against all odds. Sent out to Benson Burry. Now into the 18. Still alive. It's Yusuf Piquer out to Cedric. Cedric connecting with Piquer, and Piquer's shot didn't really have the pace required. It's well wide. Goal kick to come. Well sent to the far touchline. Here's Will Boynest running into trouble. Has help in the form of Mike Dornich. Dornich rounds Bermudez. Dornich by himself taking the strike on. Couldn't keep it down. And a goal kick to come. And it looks like there's a player down behind the action. I think it is Boynest. Still shaken up after that last sequence. We hope that he's okay at the tail stages of this game. We thank you so much for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube, in our coverage of the Super Soccer League. It's been a crazy match, an 11-goal thriller, which has gone back and forth. But it does seem Doradus will be the ones to take the points, all three, retaining their spot at the top of the table, albeit with a few games in hand, but it's still theirs to be taken away. If Los Toros and Virginia Dream can keep the form that they've shown, I think that would be inevitable. But certainly Doradus, in any case, will be in the top 4 if they keep this form up. There will be another playoff team this season, as they found a playoff spot in their first ever Super League season last season. They're looking to make a return. The final score, 7-4. Doradus will hang on to claim victory. North Stars, it's back to the drawing board for them. 2 games in which they've conceded a total of 12 goals in those 2 games. Lots to work out for them, but we got lots of matches on the week. Tomorrow is Blazers and Virginia Dream, 9 p.m. at Bryan High School and live on DMV Sports Media. Thursday at 9 p.m. we'll have Los Toros and Alexandria United, also, of course, live on the channel. Up in Maryland at 8 p.m. And we will have Super Soccer League action, Baltimore Kickers and Bowleys Athletic. And then Saturday and Sunday we'll have UPSL matches galore. We'll have Super Soccer League Maryland Conference matches galore and American Premier League action, all live on the channel. We hope you've hit that subscribe button. We hope you've hit the like button on this video, and we hope to see you on the next one. I'm Noah.